Good afternoon and welcome to the Gardening with Gill video series. We are in the second half of April 2020 and it's time to do some planting. I'm your host, Will Redfern, and this is Gill Gillespie. Wave to us, Gill. Hi. We are both Norfolk master gardeners. Gill has been growing vegetables for decades, since he was a little boy on a farm in Virginia. And you may also know him from Gardens in the Flower Pot, where he worked for about 30 years. So Gill knows a lot about vegetable growing. We're filming this series with the intent of showing residents of Norfolk useful tips on how to plan, plant, and maintain their vegetable gardens. This is especially important in times like this, when growing your own food is an attractive alternative to buying your food. And we plan to discuss one vegetable or herb, as the case may be, per video. Today we are in my vegetable garden, which is a raised bed garden, and we're going to talk about planting basil, which is technically, I guess, an herb, not a vegetable. So Gil, what do we do?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we have some nice pesto plants here. Everybody likes their pesto. The basil makes your pesto for you. But basil will, for continuation for growing, I like to point this out, is that if you keep your basil pruned back to the sections, a new growth comes out of each leaf axil. So if you keep your basil cut down to these leaf axils, you'll get a new growth at each axil. It's important that as these grow, that you keep it cut back so it doesn't go to flower. If it goes to flower, your plant will say, well, I've done what I need to do, I'll quit growing. So if you keep the blooms off of it, as long as you can keep it pruned enough to keep it from flowering, you'll extend the season that you'll be able to use your basil by just simply keeping it cut and letting it grow back from the leaf axils. And today we're going to go ahead and plant these basils. And it's going to be companion planting today. We're going to put these in with the peppers. A pepper and a basil seems to go very well together. So we will do our basil planting.
And those are bell peppers, right, Gil?
We have bell peppers in the back here. This is a bell pepper. We have 3 bell peppers in this garden. We have one pepper here, and a pepper here.
It's behind the bag.
Pepper over there.
Yeah,
okay,
in the corner.
The bag. And now we're putting basil in sections between. It's planted about 18 inches apart, the same distance from your pepper plants. So it's spaced out so they can grow in between these. So this is making the most of the space that you have. You can companion plant and plant double plants close to each other if they're companions. Okay? So we're gonna plant these peppers. We're gonna dig a nice hole, nice big soft hole for it. You get it down in there. And we're going to put some more nutrients in there. We're going to add the humus that we have in there. We're going to add some more nutrients. So we'll stir that up a little.
That sure is a big hole, Gil.
Oh, big hole, because I have called my duck nest. They're water retention things for your watering. And never pull a plant out of these things from the top, because you'll strip all the dirt off the roots. So you always take your thumbs and fingers and press your plant out so that you can just pick it up and you retain all of the plant soil. We'll set this guy in here down about, so you get in about 1.5 inches, and then we bring the good soil that we had right around here to make our duck nest, okay? And then we tighten it down in there so you make good contact so you don't have any air pockets, and so the plant will take right off.
You give it a Gill's grunt, right?
Okay. And we'll do the second one here.
Can you move the bag a bit, Gil? There we go.
Okay. And we'll add our nutrients, extra nutrients, which is organic garden tone. The roots do not burn with this material. It's all organic. And again, we remove our plant by ejecting it from the bottom. And we put him in our duck nest. And we bring the soil right around the plant. We want all the air pockets out. And then when you water this, it'll go ahead and continue to set the soil around the plant. And there's our 2 basils planted in conjunction with the pepper, and these are ready. You can actually pick the tops out now, down and let those 2 grow. And so you can have some fresh basil and make your pesto.
So we've got a nice row of bell peppers and basil right in there. Not quite finished yet, but you get the general picture of what we're trying to do here with the companion planting. All right, anything else, Gill?
Happy pesto making.
Thanks, Gill.